Before we get started with the show, I need to know, should instead I just quit and join the circus with Francis? Watch this.
Yeah!
Good job, buddy.
You figured it out.
Good
I told you we were warming up.
Come on, good job.
Go take that to mama. I do have to confess though, it took us like 16 times to get that right, so maybe we're just better off doing the show. What do you think? Hey everybody, and welcome to Finish Friday, the show that helps more creative people change more lives. I am your host, Todd B. from Tennessee. That was my lovely assistant, Francis, and I was looking over my iPad this morning. You guys remember the iPad from back in the day when I was at the desk. And I was seeing my emails, and I'm looking at sales email, commission, sales email, request to speak. And I bring these things up not because I want to brag or because I think I'm really sweet. As a matter of fact, I'm trying to do the opposite because I don't have these things happen because I'm some kind of whiz at business. And I really believe that art and business can kind of exist in the same space. For me, I don't care about the business side of things. I'm not trying to worry about that. I am obsessed with the writing and doing the show. So what do I do to handle this over here? I have the best friends in the whole world who tell me how to handle my business. And so today I want to encourage you, you don't have to water down this side in order to figure out the money stuff. If you set the systems in place over here and find the team to help support you in that, you can keep your focus where it belongs and dedicate yourself 100% to your craft. Before we go any further, got to give a big shout out to my man Ryan. Ryan, put your face in the corner or some video of you or something. Ryan's helping me edit the show, take kind of the burden off the workload I have right now, and help me make this show better for you guys. This week's question of the week is from Cliff, and Cliff asks, "Hey Todd, I'd like to ask you the one piece of advice you would give to a budding writer / blogger." Cliff, are you ready for this? Because it's going to be real intense. Don't quit. That's as deep as I can get right now. I heard a stat this week listening to a podcast that something like 80% of bloggers never make over $100 in their career. And the reason is because so many of them just quit. And I think that you'll get past most people in the world. And yourself, right? You'll get past that hump if you just don't quit. Because what happens a lot of time with writers is we get in this thing and we write the first post and we're amped, and we write the second post and we're amped, and we write the third post and it's like, okay, this is starting to get old. But by the fourth, fifth, and sixth post, it starts to get really old, and you find yourself in this like canyon of doubt and wondering if you could even do this at all. You're wondering how people come up with so much stuff to write about. But if you get through that little canyon and you don't quit, you're gonna come out on the other side and find things to write about, find things inside yourself that you've never found before. So that is my incredibly profound advice for the week. If you're a writer or a blogger who hasn't started yet, but you're about to start, I beg you, just don't quit. This week's artist spotlight goes on Gene Kelly. And it's Oscar season, right? So, I had to get something Oscar related up here. My wife and I are actually trying to watch every Best Picture winner ever. And last week we watched An American in Paris, which is just an unbelievable film. Now, you could argue that the 17-minute dance soliloquy thing was a bit much right at the very end of the movie, but nonetheless, man, we're talking about a guy who is almost single-handedly responsible for the movie music industry. Like, he is the guy. He's a dancer, singer, musician, choreographer, and he did all of these things to bring about so many of the movies that we know and love today, to set the foundation for what musical Hollywood really is. And it's safe to say that one of my favorites, like La La Land, would not exist without this guy, Gene Kelly. And so mad props to him. I hope you guys, I'm going to put some research down below so you can read up with just how crazy this guy's career is. It's definitely good reading if you go down there and check it out. That's it for episode 55. Thank you so much for watching. 55. Sounds like a lot, right? Before you get out here, ask the audience, what do you do when you feel like quitting? I'm looking for like specific tactics that keep you guys going. I will reply in the comments, of course, especially the first 24 hours. So much love as you go about this weekend. Once more, I'm Todd B from Tennessee, and I will talk with you next week.